Hi guys, my name is Avika, and in this video I'll be talking about that how I went from this to this. So this is a story of my weight loss journey. So since I was a kid, I've always been like really fat, and all my fellow mates, all my friends, they used to really make fun of my weight, because I was obese. I remember I was just, I think, 12 or 13 years old, and at that age, my weight was around 75 kgs. Now it's very hard to believe that how can somebody have this kind of weight at a very young age. But I was somebody who actually had that kind of weight, and I always struggled with it. Personally, I never like really cared a lot about the way I looked, because I was obsessed with food. I used to eat a lot of pizza, momos, and all those street side food that most people really love. But it was like I was sacrificing myself. And a lot of people, they used to say that there's something wrong with you, you don't look good, nobody will like you, you look fat, you look ugly, and all that. So then there was a point when I realized that I need to do something about it, because I cannot just keep looking like this, because it was ruining my confidence. I used to look at other girls and I was like, oh my god, they're so thin, they are so slim. Okay, they got some great physique, and when I look at myself, I have got nothing. I look fat. Nobody likes me. So then that was a point in my life when I realized that there's nothing wrong with being fat, but there is definitely wrong in staying fat. So that was a time when I decided that I want to lose weight. And there have been several times when I actually failed. I was not able to lose it, because let me tell you, let me remind you that my weight at that time when I was, I think, 13 years old somewhere, it was 75 kgs. Okay, I was obese. Okay, my body, it had so much of fat that it was very hard to lose. But in spite of that, I decided I want to lose weight. So I started my weight loss journey. I created a notebook, okay, where I made a calendar out of it. It was some 30, 40, 50 days journey that I made. And I was unsuccessful. Yes, I failed. I was not able to lose weight. It went for a couple of days where I was eating well, and I was like maybe working out and all that. But after a while, I was not able to continue it, because as I've already told you, I was obsessed with junk food. I loved pizza, momos, and all that shitty food. So I kept eating it and I gained weight again. So I was a little stressed at that moment that how can I actually lose weight. I mean, I had several options. I can just comfort myself, validate myself, and maybe manipulate myself into thinking that no, Avika, there's nothing wrong with you, be fat, who cares, like stop caring what other people think about you. But then I realized that if I always have this kind of thinking, it would not be good for me, because I need to get out of my comfort zone. If I always stay in my comfort zone, I mean, I don't think so I'll ever be successful in that way. So that's when I decided that I have to come out of my comfort zone. So I did that again, like in spite of failing multiple times. Okay, I didn't give up. I was like, no, no matter whatever happens, I will lose weight. Okay, nobody, nothing can stop me. Okay, so even if I failed several times, I'll still continue my weight loss journey. So there was a point when I actually continued my training, okay, for around 30 days, and I was able to lose a good amount of weight, and then I did that again, and then it was a lot of struggle. Frankly, it was not very easy to lose weight, because let me remind you again, I was obsessed with junk food. Okay, I was crazy about it. Working out every day for 1 hour was not something which was easy. At times you have to force yourself, okay, to this, that okay, you have to push yourself. And I was not having anyone who can push me. Okay, I was not having any coach. I was not having any, even my parents never supported me. Okay, I remember whenever I used to start my weight loss journey, I don't know if it is a coincidence or what, they always used to bring me candies, bring me junk food, and that was the time when they actually used to do that a lot. I remember. I remember one day I told my mom that I'm going to start my weight loss journey, and the next day she bought 10, 15 chocolates. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So that's why, and because of her bringing 10, 15 chocolates, I used to eat that, and then my weight loss used to finish off, and then I used to feel demotivated, and then I stopped it. So that's how it was really affecting me. So, anyways, I did that. It took me almost 1 year to lose weight because my weight was 75 kgs. It was not a healthy weight, it was something excessively bad. So still I was able to lose weight, and in 1 year I was able to lose around 20 kgs of weight. I think it didn't even take 1 year. It was, I think, only 5 6 months overall that I took, and in 5 6 months I was able to lose around 20 kgs, and even lesser, I guess. Yeah, around 5 months approximately took me to lose 20 kgs of my weight. And then my weight, it was 75 kgs at that point, and now it's 55 kgs. So, well, this is not something which happened to me recently. Okay, I was around 13 years old or 14 years old when I lost that much amount of weight. And it's been a few years of that. So since then I'm able to maintain my weight. Okay, because if you look at my physique, I'm not saying that I have a physique like Kendall Jenner, or anything. My physique is normal. Okay, but it is a lot better than the kind of physique I had long ago. Okay, and I really try to maintain my physique by working out a lot. And I'm somebody who really loves working out. Okay, because of my uh, habitual nature. So I do that every day for 1 hour. I can also hit gym sometimes, and I also used to weight lift. Okay, weightlifting is not something I'm doing right now, but I did that earlier. you know and I'm also taking care of my diet. I don't eat junk food anymore. There was a point when I was obsessed with junk food, and look at me now. I don't even eat any junk food. Like, I just eat healthy food. I drink black coffee. Like, I even avoid the coffee with milk and sugar. Okay, I just drink black coffee. Okay, I'm even avoiding that as well. So you can see that there are several factors in your life which really changes you. And I actually thank those people who bullied me. Okay, because if they would never had made fun of my weight, I don't think so I've ever come this far. Okay, you can actually see I've come this far. I look a lot better than how I looked earlier. Because of my weight, my looks got a bit like degraded, I would say. And I was not that great looking. But definitely after I've lost weight, I have gained the confidence, and now I don't feel insecure the way I did earlier. So a lot of times people around you, they actually brainwash you. They actually tell you that there's nothing wrong with your weight. You look absolutely good looking the way you look. Even if your weight is 75 kgs, they still tell you that. But let me tell you, if you are fat, you are going to struggle a lot in your life. I remember I was so fat that I was not able to wear anything I wanted to. I always used to struggle wearing clothes. I never could actually wear something I really like. Like nowadays, like since a few years, I'm wearing a lot of jeans and t-shirt. That's my basic fit. I really like that. And I also love those bodycon dresses. But the fact that I'm able to wear it now because my physique has improved, okay, in a few years. But if I was fat, if I was obese, then it would not be possible for me for like to wear such clothes. Even if I could wear them, but I would not really look good in them. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to do that. So that was about my weight loss journey. Okay, even I'm somebody who knows my weight loss journey better. Okay, because I've been through it. Nobody was really there in my weight loss journey. I mean, I was there by myself, and whatever I did, that I did by myself. I was nobody there was to support me or anything. So that's why, but I'm like really happy and proud of myself that I've come this far, after losing weight. Now I can also give you some quick tips that how you can actually lose weight. Because of course, if you have heard how I lost weight, then you will also wonder that if you are somebody who is struggling with losing weight. So I can tell you, I can throw you some tips that what you can like definitely follow up if you want to lose weight. So let me tell you that in the few years I've learned everything on my own. So whatever tips I will tell you, they are completely organic. Okay, and you can definitely follow because that is definitely because of my experiences. And I'm somebody who is qualified enough to give you tips. Okay, there are a lot of people on internet who don't know anything and they give you tips. Okay, but I'm one of those people who really knows a lot about the health industry and how you do it and all that, how you lose weight, how you can gain weight. Okay, I may not have a very very deep level of knowledge about everything, but about my weight loss journey I can definitely give you a good amount of knowledge. The first tip I would like to give you is that you should just eat well. Okay, and whatever you have been eating since you were a kid, continue to eat that. For example, if you're an Indian person, because I'm Indian, so we people typically eat roti, sabzi, dal, chawal and all that, and that's completely healthy. Okay, so continue to eat that. You don't have to start something else, you don't have to start some different keto diet. It will be a hard time for your body to adapt to those such kind of food, such kind of materials. Okay, so it will be a hard time for you to firstly adapt to that, and then it will like really slow down your process of weight loss. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with eating roti, sabzi, dal. You should just have portion control, eat a lot of fruits, eat a lot of vegetables. I had a lot of vegetables, honestly. I love spinach, I love greeny vegetables a lot. Okay, the next thing is you have to avoid sugar. If you are somebody who has a sweet tooth, I'm not having sweet tooth, I hate sweet food, but there are a lot of people who love to eat sweet food. So I'm really sorry, guys, you have to now cut that down. Okay, sugar is your biggest enemy. I don't eat sugar at all. Like rarely, of course, I can have it, but 99% of the time, I always avoid sugar. Okay, sugar is your biggest enemy. It will always be. So avoid that, right? The next step I will give you is that if you want to lose weight, you need to work out. A lot of people will tell you that no, there's no need to work out. Just by eating healthy, you can lose weight. No, if you want to have a physique, then working out is very important. So if you want to work out, it is not a necessity that you have to hit gym. I mean, even if you don't want to hit gym, or maybe you live in some tier 3 place where there is no gym, so I think in that case you can just go out for a run. Okay, running is, I think, the best form of workout if you want to lose weight. It can also build some of your physique, so you can definitely run. Okay, you can do different form of workouts. I will definitely suggest you to do something aerobic. Okay, like you can do jumping jacks, you can do squats, lunges. Just do something aerobic. Even running is like the best form of workout, I will definitely tell you. Okay, just run for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you have to do this every day. Okay, if you're somebody who is a beginner, who is a newbie to this, if you are excessively fat, if you don't have any strength, I think in that case you can maybe run 4 to 5 times a week. But if you already have a good amount of strength, then you should do it every day. Okay, without any exception. So don't expect me to give you some tips which are very lenient, and you will see, if you want to be successful in any field of your life, you need to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, if you want to stay in your comfort zone and do that particular thing, it is not possible. Okay, so come out of your comfort zone, even if it's hard. I don't care about it, nobody cares. Okay, so it will be better for you to come out of your comfort zone. The next would be that just a lot of people like they think that they really order expensive materials, and maybe those unknown materials that they never heard of, and they think that if we eat such materials, if we eat such food products, our weight loss will be done successfully. Let me tell you, okay, that most people will actually tell you that if you want to lose weight, that's a very expensive process, the food is very expensive and all that. If you are eating healthy, that is never going to be expensive. If you will eat the trash, if you will eat the junk food, that is going to be expensive. For example, let me tell you what I had yesterday. Okay, in the morning I had two rotis, okay, with the paneer ki sabji. Okay, ready made. Okay, then in the afternoon, okay, I had something like pulao. Okay, that was again made in my home. Then I also had black coffee. At night I had something like khichdi. Okay, so these things are something that you can easily prepare at your home. Okay, like chila and all that. I mean, very rarely anybody would go out to eat chila outside. I mean, you do that yourself at your house itself. If you're a South Indian person, okay, you can eat your sambar, you can eat idli, you can whatever vada you eat, and that's absolutely healthy. Okay, vada is deep fried, so I cannot say it's healthy, but idli, dosa, most of them, they're healthy. Or uttapam is absolutely healthy, right? So you're saving money. If you are somebody who's obsessed with junk food, then you will definitely love to order a pizza that will cost you 600, 700 rupees. Okay, you can order burger, you can order something like this. You can go out to McDonald's nearby, you can go out to Pizza Hut and all those trashy places. Okay, you go out, you spend money, 700, 600, whatever you are spending on. Okay, maybe less or more, but you are spending, right? And now there's some shop that you saw that, okay, they're selling nice dresses, let me buy it. Now you're spending 3 4 thousand more on your dresses, right? So overall you are like wasting a lot of your money, and that also for something which is not even good for you, right? If you are investing something, then that's even better, that okay, this is going to benefit me later on. But you are spending money on something which is literally trash, and it will only give you the worst outcome possible, right? So I think that eating healthy is a lot cheaper. Okay, because a lot of people, they usually look for budget friendly option. Okay, so I'm talking about those people who are looking for the budget friendly option. I think the only thing that you have now is just eat healthy, man, because of course if you are going to spend food on junkies, then you really need to spend a lot of money. Okay, so that is something I can tell you. Okay, the next step I would tell you is to drink a lot of water. I mean, always carry a bottle of water even if you are in your house also. Like, if you just look at me, in my house, whenever, like, let's say I'm sitting on a sofa, I always carry a bottle of water. Bottle of water is definitely my best friend. I'm carrying it everywhere I go. Okay, even I'm going to any, even in some place, or maybe I'm going out shopping, hanging out with my friends, or anywhere I go. I mean, carrying a bottle of water is a great necessity that I have. It's a rule that I have, basically, that I'm going to carry a bottle of water. Okay. Next thing is that you can really focus on muscle building. Okay, if you really want to have a good physique, so it's very important to build your muscle, and that is only possible if you go to gym, if you lift weight. I mean, that's the best thing you can do. But if you're somebody who don't have a gym, or if you don't want to lift weights, if you're not comfortable with that, then you can definitely start with running. Okay, you can do aerobic workout. Okay, a lot of people can also do yoga. Well, it's your call whether you want to do yoga or not, but I'll tell you that it will be better if you do aerobic workout. Okay, rather than, I mean, yoga is also fine, but I'm not somebody who's a fan of yoga. I'm somebody who's more like an energetic person, so I usually love working out, like having, like, be full of sweat, like, um, completely an aerobic form of workout. That's what something I definitely love, so because it is it's like really beneficial for you. Okay. Next thing, the last tip I would definitely tell you is that don't trust videos or maybe websites or products which will tell you that you will lose weight only in 10 days and 7 weeks. You will not lose weight that quickly. Okay, it takes some amount of time to lose weight. On an average, in 2 to 3 months, you will see average level of changes in your body. Okay, in 5 to 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you will see more changes. Okay, like, personally it took me 5 to 6 months to see good amount of changes, because I've already told you I've lost 20 kgs. Okay, my weight was 75 kgs and I lost 20 kgs, so do the math, and then you will see 55 kg was my weight, and it was actually my weight. And it's been 3 to 4 years since then I'm maintaining that weight. Okay, like, right now, I mean, just recently only, I think 1 or 2 days ago, I went to the gym, and I measured my weight, and it came out, I think, 54 kgs. So it's been like 3 4 years, and I'm still able to maintain the same kind of weight. Okay, and that is not something which is happening naturally. I'm working for it. Okay, I go out, I work out a lot. I work out for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and sometimes 2 hours every day. I really take care of the food I eat. Okay, I don't eat junk food. Okay, I'm not one of those people who go out and then eating golgappe and momos and all that. I do that rarely, like, rarely. Okay, so most of the time I spend myself eating healthy food, right? So these are the few things they can definitely take care of. And as I've already told you that there's nothing wrong with being fat, but there is definitely wrong in staying fat, so take care of that.